Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off if selected.
I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geek, too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab. Brown man, when it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Yeah. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geek, too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Tell me what you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely.
Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
On the set.
Choose the mic.
Who that? Leo. Snap.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Come on,
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Set 70, Indy.
What's the run? They're running it.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Come on.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
To high. 50, 50.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Right.
54 Mike. Check Mike. Check 26. Check 26.
Yellow.
Mike 54. Mike.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
54. Mike 54.
Come on.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. This is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right, and that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Mullins pass complete to DJ Moore. Touchdown, Carolina.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, no, easy.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On the ready. You draw Corporal.
Back to throw here. Got his target, Samuel. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that
early. And Diggs has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Wide. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Throwing. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was
looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's complete to Diggs. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check, 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 check.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. K1 short. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
3rd and long for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Draw play, Cousins to Cook.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins to throw it. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Look at me, zipper.
On second down, McCaffrey trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. K'Wan Short able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They run. Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, watch the lane.
SOS.
Quaker Omaha.
SOS. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Cousins now. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Down to lose 1. Mike's 5-9.
Cousins on 1st down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
That's what I do.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Doxson in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run with Edwards, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Third and short yardage, Cousins. Open man is Henderson, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you? And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
54 Mike. 3 bud.
Throwing is Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
54.
Oh, there you go, 48. 61, matchbox lights.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Mike,
where are you?
Mike 5-4. I'm coming for you.
Line out.
Check 31. Check 31.
Again, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of his end zone, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Or has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
In your face.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And an alley run. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 22-yard line.
Down. 30 base.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 60 or. You got to get to the ball, Tim. You got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check 52.
Now back to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Time to go. Night.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Let's go. 10 logo. Here we go, team. Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Third down.
30 base.
Watch the run.
They'll look to throw here. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Cousins. We got position on him, and he pulls it in. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
18 Gator. On the ball.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check it out, read.
Cousins to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. K1 short in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final.